Hello, my crafty friends. Well, I'm here to talk a little bit about what we're going to do tomorrow night, Monday night on my live stream, working in our lapbook. Um, one sec. Sorry, I forgot something. Sorry about that. Um, I'm going to be putting something right here on this page, and there's just, if you can see, let me show you. There's just a little bit of space between these two boards, and that's where I'm going to put what I'm doing. I need to anyway. So it's going to fit in right there. Now you can put it inside this and then put something on the other side if you want to, but I'm just going to have this on this page like this, and it will fold up right there, right into that space like that. Now, excuse me. We're just going to make a file folder folio thing to go in there because I'm making my book to hold ephemera so I can gather stuff together, a gathering place for things that I'm going to use in a journal. So there are going to be a lot of pocket type things in here. So this gives us a pocket here, a little pocket right here, a pocket here, a pocket there, and then over here we can add some other pockets if we want to. Now I made this one. I made I was afraid when I decided I wanted, let me just back up a little bit, sorry. I wanted it to be 9 by 6, where it would leave about a half an inch all the way around. And, but I was afraid that my pockets wouldn't be deep enough if I did that. So I made this one 5.5 by 8.5. Now, if you've got some really, pretty special, pretty paper, like if I was putting it on this page, that would be really nice to have that big of a border around it. I think it would be really pretty. But I didn't really want that big of a border, so I went ahead and got another file folder out, and I folded one 9 by 6. And I think there's plenty of pocket there, so that's what I'm going to use, just like that. So you're going to need a file folder. That's going to be the basis of everything, a file folder. And this part we're going to glue down. So if you have a background, remember when we put these backgrounds in here, I told you a lot of them are going to disappear pretty much because they're going to be things, on top of them. I chose this one just because I know for sure you're not really going to see much. And I'm okay if that disappears. I like the old look of the paper, and I'll still remember what was there because I have a little bit of a border. So, so you choose whatever kind of papers, whatever page you want to be mostly covered up, and they may all be mostly covered up. But anyway, so here are two different sizes, and they both will work fine. They're just different sizes. This one was too small to make me happy in my book. In somebody else's book, this might be perfect. This one's 8.5 by 5.5. But 6 by 9 is the size I need for this book. Now, I don't know that I'm going to use this green file folder. I just thought it would be easy to show you because you can see, everything folded up and where I cut so that it would lay down nicely. You can see how it's built. But I haven't decided yet if I'm going to use this one or if I'm going to do another one. But you need a file folder, just a regular size file folder. And then you're going to need some kind of pretty papers to decorate it. I'm going to use these, done by Dorothy. Has an Etsy shop. And she sells, this is the Mirabella Nature Journal kit that she sells there. And I just thought it was beautiful, so I bought it. And this is what I'm going to use on this project. I don't know if I'm going to take pieces and parts, or I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. I just know this is what I want to use to decorate this particular file folder project. I love, by the way, how she's got all the information right up there. It's so easy. I can't forget. It's on every page. I can't forget where I got it. And I have a real problem with remembering where I got what from. So I really love that, Dorothy. If you see this video, I love that. I'll probably say it again tomorrow night. But some kind of decorative paper. You can use scrapbook paper. You can use napkin. Napkin would be pretty. And I may use this napkin too because it'll go really well with these papers. You can use book pages. Something like that would be gorgeous. This is a great book, by the way. A field guide to color, a field guide in color to wildflowers. This is a 1975 version of it. It was printed in Czechoslovakia, but it's just got gorgeous pictures. And I love how they're separated, you know, by this one's a lot of green. These have purple. These have blue. These have reds and pinks and oranges, and then these are yellows. And then here's some that are, you know, more neutral. I just think that's a gorgeous way to put a book together. It's very handy when you're looking for a certain color of a flower. So I'm really excited to have found this book. Anyway, you could use book pages like that, or you could use these just to fussy cut little images out and put on top of regular book pages or something else. So that's another kind of paper that you could use to decorate. You will need some cutting tools. You'll need scissors. So you can cut these little slits in here. Otherwise, when you fold this up, it's going to bow funny. It won't lay flat. And so having to glue these down will make your pockets a little bit smaller, but I think it's well worth it to have it lay down nicely. And since anyway, you'll need some scissors, and then you might need to fussy cut something. So there's those kinds of scissors. You'll need either a tear ruler or a regular ruler, some kind of ruler if you want to tear your pages, or cutting, what do you call this thing? You'll need one of these if you don't, so you can cut things straight. You'll need some adhesives. I'm probably going to use art glitter glue and the extreme glue stick, but you could use double-sided tape if you want to. That's perfectly acceptable. So whatever kind there that you want, and then some kind of ribbon. And I've got two here. I'm not sure which one I'll use. I'm going to show you kind of what they do. Ribbon's going to be behind here. The ribbon is going to be, you know, glued in behind this thing, and it will just be keep it shut. So you can use a skinny ribbon and it'll work just fine. You can use a fat ribbon and it'll work just fine. You just don't want something that's so fat you can't tie a bow in it. But that's what the ribbon's for. So some kind of ribbon or lace or whatever you want to use. Or you can use some other kind of fastener if you want to. And that's what you're going to need if you're going to play along and do this project with me tomorrow night. I hope you will, but if you don't, if this isn't, you know, if this folio isn't something you really want in your book, then you can do something completely different. That's perfectly fine. But this is what I'm planning to work on tomorrow night, and I just thought I'd give you a heads up. God bless you. See you Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Time. Bye-bye.